What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is my first ever retro review. With this series, I plan to review old school games. Maybe not old school, but I'm thinking Xbox 360 and older, whether I've played them or not, and then review them through today's lens, blemishes and all. And with the recent release of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I thought this is a good opportunity to go back and revisit a Mario game I've played the least. Super Mario Sunshine. I remember getting this game all the way back in 2002 and enjoying it immensely. 18 years later though, does Sunshine still shine bright? Super Mario Sunshine takes everything Nintendo learned in Mario 64 and ramps it up. Except this time Mario has a new gimmick. Strapped to his back is Flood, a new tool that allows Mario to spray water, clean paint, hover, and shoot himself up like a rocket. So armed with your trusty backpack, you will be jumping into small self-contained levels with a multitude of missions to complete, with the goal of collecting a shine sprite at the end of each one. There is some variety to the missions, but each area usually has the same tasks, almost like a copy and paste effect. There's typically a mission where you have to clean up a bunch of paint and fight a unique boss. That's cool. There's others where you collect red coins, another where you chase Shadow Mario, and the real gems, the old school missions. These missions are little platforming courses where you're without your backpack. It's pure platforming goodness. As soon as you enter one of these courses, the music sends you right back to the days of the NES, but with a nice soft jazz twist. So right away you're given a great cue about how these will be different. They're a great way to break up some of the monotony of the other levels. Sadly, because of the way Mario controls, these can be super frustrating. Upon getting that shine sprite at the end though, you have a real sense of accomplishment. Delfino Plaza acts as a hub world in this game. It's pretty big, colorful, and there's a few things to do and see here. Mostly just side quests and hidden areas for people aiming to 100% the game. You'll find yourself mostly entering other areas of the game. Sadly, collecting all the sprites in the levels doesn't even get you half of the total sprites, so you'll really be hunting in this game. And the developers really don't help you to find those hidden things either. While I'm not a huge fan of hand-holding in video games, there is literally none here. You're really on your own. Talking to NPCs can help, but otherwise you're sometimes just stumbling into secrets or wandering around for quite a while to try and find them or simply complete a mission. I had to find a pineapple for a Yoshi, and it required me to jump through a hidden wall and jump on a specific toilet seat. Again, completely found by accident. This would be easier if the game didn't glitch or have some inconsistent physics. I don't know why some walls I could jump off and others I couldn't, or even why I could jump off the same wall. Sometimes. Same with ledge grabs. Sometimes I could grab a ledge, other times I can't. Sometimes I could grab an edge and not grab that same ledge the next time. And this is all compounded by terrible controls. I wish I could say the controls in this game are tight. Sadly, they aren't, and are actually the biggest barrier to entry and fun. You'd think a platform would nail this. It doesn't. Mario handles slippery, and the camera is abhorrent. You use the C-stick to control the camera. It's inverted, and will get stuck against certain walls or just show you something that isn't helpful at all. The real kicker is that there's no way to change them either, so you just have to get used to it. Not only are the controls sloppy, but they're also incredibly inconsistent. Button presses wouldn't get recognized, which would then throw off my timing and lead to multiple deaths. Again, in a platformer, these things are kind of important. While the controls are terrible and inconsistent, the story is very much standard Mario greatness. After saving the princess for the umpteenth time, it's time for a little vacation. So the princess, Mario, and some toadstools, sorry Luigi, you're not invited, head off to a small little beach town. Upon arrival, Mario is framed by a shadow version of himself and thrown in jail for spraying graffiti all over this idyllic place. Mario is tried and charged for the crime. His sentence? To clean up all the graffiti. Water-fueled backpack in tow, Mario sets out to complete his sentence and find out the identity of this shadowy imposter. Spoiler alert, for those of you who haven't played this 18-year-old game yet, you find out that Shadow Mario isn't Mario at all. Shock! Ah, what? In fact, it's Bowser Jr., who thinks Peach is his mom? Ultimately, in the end, you end up meeting with Bowser and defeat him, and rid the island of all the evil that has befallen it. You know, standard Mario stuff. Super Mario Sunshine looks beautiful. The graphics are bright, colorful, They really fit the theme of the game. Gone are the angular polygons of 3D games past. Mario looks smooth, the areas look lived in, and the paint looks slimy and has different effects as well. The NPCs are funny and varied, which really help to build out this little island. A true test of any graphical prowess, though, is always how the water looks. This game has tons of water, and it looks fantastic. You really feel like you're away on a beach vacation, which would be nice in 2020. The music totally fits the island theme. It keeps you relaxed, but ramps up for boss fights. The sound design is great as well. It provides subtle audio cues to keep you on track and help you find things. For instance, in the Shadow Mario levels, if you lose him, keep your ears open and you'll find him again. Mario's handy water spewing backpack is a neat marriage of hardware and software. The GameCube controller has analog triggers, so depending on the pressure you use, FLUDD will spray more or less water. If you go full pressure, Mario will stop and you can direct the stream with more ease. It's a really neat mechanic, and the controller fits it perfectly. Nintendo really pulled out all the stops and really pushed the GameCube hardware with the graphics for this game. Sadly, they kind of phoned it in on some of the cutscenes. The whole sequence of Mario's trial looks like an afterthought, and the voice work isn't much better. As this is a retro game, you have to ask yourself, in 2020, does this game still hold up? The game does look and sound amazing. The story is typical Mario fare, and I felt the nostalgia as soon as I booted up the game and saw that plane flying in the sky. Sadly, terrible controls, a slippery Mario, awful camera work, glitches, boring mission objectives, and inconsistent physics holds this game back. Overall, it is fun, but it feels a bit rushed. So the final verdict for Super Mario Sunshine played on the original Nintendo GameCube. For the gameplay, hampered by camera controls and glitches, the pure platformer missions were probably the best. Mario gets a backpack. It's a neat gimmick, fits the theme, but honestly, I would kind of not rather have it. Each area is neat and unique, but the missions in them are kind of same. I gave it an 8. The controls, oh boy, infuriating. You can't change them. Mario's too slippery. Button presses aren't always recognized and is not precise at all. I gave him a 4. For the story, it's kind of neat, and it's almost a continuation of Mario 64. Peach is Bowser Jr.'s mom? That's a neat twist, but it's standard Mario fare. I gave it a 7. For the presentation, the game's colorful, the water looks great, the graphics are great, the sound is great. The cutscenes and voice acting seem a little bit like an afterthought. I still gave it a 9. And does it hold up today? Well, floated controls, it looks great. Monotonous area tasks, it does make full use of the hardware. I gave it a 7. Which means the total for Super Mario Sunshine is 7. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Super Mario Sunshine on the original hardware, the Nintendo GameCube. I do have a copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and you can look forward to a review of that package as a whole. I also plan on doing a comparison between Super Mario Sunshine, the original, and the Switch port or emulation. I don't know. There's rumor that it's an emulation and not a port. So it might be the same, it might not be. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do remember to subscribe and hit that little bell for notifications. I do try my best to get a video out every week, but I am one person. It does take time to produce this stuff. So hopefully that's possible. Make sure you hit that bell for notification to know when I do upload a video. And until next time, I'll see you then.